Now, the last thing that we discussed today is called your emotional intelligence. Okay. What is emotional intelligence, guys? Nowadays, this is a very trending topic. This is emotional intelligence. क्या चीज है ये? एक तो होता है IQ 5, ठीक है? Then we have what? Then we have EQ, right? What is emotional intelligence? So, it is basically a set of skills that underlie in the accurate appraisal, expression, and regulation of intelligence. I will explain it, don't worry. Let's take a look at the definition first. Okay. So, it is a set of skills that underlie in what? That underlie in accurate appraisal, expression, So, what is emotional intelligence? A person who has emotional intelligence will be able to appraise. Appraise means the person will be able to understand what the person is feeling. It can be the other person, it can be you yourself, okay? But they would be able to understand. Appraise means what? You're able to understand, fine? Then you are also able to express yourself in a very healthy manner. You know what you are feeling, so you would also be able to express yourself, all right? And now there's certain times when you need to regulate your emotions, isn't it? You can't just show everything outright to everyone. So sometimes you need to regulate it, okay? An emotionally intelligent person will also be able to regulate their emotions, fine? Okay. This concept was actually given by Soloway and Mayer, all right? And how have they described emotional intelligence? I will tell you. So, who has given this concept? This was given by Soloway and Mayer. And how have they described emotional intelligence? I'm going to write down all the important points over here, fine? So, the ability to monitor one's own emotions and others, okay? Ability to monitor one's own emotions and others, okay? Fine. So, ability to do what? Ability to monitor one's own emotions and others, fine. To discriminate among them, okay? I'll explain this, don't worry. Okay. To do what? To discriminate among them, fine. And to use the information to guide one thinking and action, okay? So, all right, let me explain this. What I'm saying, ability to monitor one's own and others' emotions, all right? So, when you have the ability that you're able to monitor, you're able to understand your emotions, and not just yours, others also. Remember, I gave you an example that you're very lucky if you have friends who can tell you by the way of your messaging that your mood is off, right? Or, who can just by looking at you, they can tell you that something is wrong, or by just, talking to you, if your voice modulation changes or if your voice has changed, they will be able to tell you that, okay, yes, something is wrong with this person. There's something which is bothering this person, right? So that is what is, considered as emotionally intelligent. So they're able to monitor their emotions and others' emotions also, fine. They're able to discriminate among them. Very important, guys. Sometimes we don't understand our emotions. Sometimes we might be feeling jealous, right? And we take it out in the form of anger. Sometimes we feel anger, we take it out in the form of hurt. A lot of people who get, when they get angry, they start crying, right? So, generally they're not hurt. It's just that they may be angry. And sometimes people like me, I also start crying when I get really angry. And you know why that happens? Because I'm hurt. More than angry, I am hurt. Okay. So that is, you have to be able to differentiate. Okay. You should be able to discriminate. And then you should be able to use this information regarding your emotions and everything to guide your thinking and action. Okay. So before you take any decision, be sure to listen to your emotions. All right. Discriminate among them, understand your emotion, and then take decisions. Fine. So you should be able to guide your thinking and action. Fine. So now emotional intelligence is something which is portrayed in the form of EQ. Okay. All right. Now, obviously, we don't have any way of measuring it, isn't it? Yes. Now, there's a box which is given, which is your box 1.2. So I just want to discuss the characteristics of an emotionally intelligent person. Okay, let's just do that. So they perceive and they're sensitive to one's feelings and emotions. I think this is quite clear. They're able to perceive and be sensitive to different types of emotions which the others are feeling. Fine. So they're able to note body language, voice, tone, facial expression. Already gave you this example. They're able to relate your emotions to your thoughts, so that you take them into account while solving your problems. So they basically will help you understand what your thoughts are and why is it that you're feeling a certain way, so that you're able to take decisions, you're able to take informed decisions. Fine. Understand the powerful influence of nature and intensity of your emotions. Now, there are so many people who can just, brush off your emotions. Nothing like that. It's so normal. Everyone is going through this. But then there are certain people who will be able to understand why you're feeling in a certain way, who will not brush off your emotions. They will understand the intensity of it. Fine. They will control and regulate your emotions and their expressions when they're dealing with self and others. Fine. So they would be able to control, they would be able to regulate their emotions, right? When they're dealing with others, when they're dealing with themselves. So when they're dealing with themselves or when they're dealing with others, isn't it? So they're able to control, they're able to regulate things. All right? Okay.
अब एग्जाम की तैयारी को और बेहतर करने के लिए हमारे चैनल को लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें।